108 miles to go. They all pit except Tiny Lund, who keeps going.
Once you are fortunate enough to win a Daytona 500, things change. It's a very hard race to win. It's got a magic about it. Things happen there that don't happen anywhere else the rest of the year. They all play out differently, but they've just got that mystique about it.
All former 500 winners are here. Junior Johnson, Lee Petty, now crew chief for his son Richard. All former winners are here. That is, except Marvin Panch. A week before the big race, Panch flipped on the track in a sports car, and he was pulled to safety by Steve Petrasic of Firestone and Tiny Lund, another driver. Marvin Panch, recovering but not able to drive, asked that Tiny take his place for the 500 in the Ford number 21.
People didn't realize how good he was. It was just awesome, the fact that he helped save Marvin's life. I remember Marvin, first thing he told me, says, these guys just saved my life.
The leaders set a pace of nearly 167 miles per hour, and the field strings out behind them.
I remember a lot of detail about that race, and seeing this, it kind of fills some holes that I had.
A 500-mile race isn't a test of speed alone. The winning ride depends on car control and staying power.
I wasn't old enough to go to the race. I was still in school, of course, and I was spending the weekend with at my grandmother Wood's home, listening to the race on the radio.
Lorenzen in number 28 Ford challenges Johns in 7-8 Pontiac for the lead. Ned Jarrett in number 11 Ford is moving up in third place. Close behind are Roberts in 22 Pontiac and Lund in 21 Ford.
They were part of the Ford factory team in those days. You had Lorenzen and Ned Jarrett there.
They had a caution flag, I think, at maybe 34 laps. So we started drafting to save fuel. Normally we'd run 40 laps. So we started drafting like Fireball Roberts here.
Drafting saves fuel. The second car moves in as close as possible to the car in front and is pulled along by the vacuum, bumper to bumper. The first car pulling, the second pushing.
We'd run 42 laps each time until we made up the 4 laps short.
392 miles. The leaders make their fourth pit stop. They've been averaging only 98 miles per tank full because of the terrific speeds. They have 108 miles to go. They all pit except Tiny Lund, who keeps going. Lorenzen roars away after Tiny. 7.5 miles later, Tiny pits and gives up the lead to Lorenzen and Jarrett. Tiny hasn't changed the tire in 4 pit stops. A terrific tribute to the total performance of his equipment. Tires, suspension, brakes, precise steering. He's away in half a minute.
The last stop, we only had to go 40 laps, so we know that if nothing happens, we're going to win the race because they're going to have to stop.
I remember the part about both of them coming in for a splash of fuel. And looking at this, I'm wondering why they put so much in it.
Only 18 miles from the checkered flag. Lorenzen, the leader, is pitting. He's coming in for gas.
They spent quite a bit of time on pit road and only needed a splash, but in those days, the fuel didn't flow like it does today.
A 9-second pit stop. Some service station. Tiny Lund is now riding in first. Jarrett is drafting in second. Jarrett's team worries. His tank must be empty.
Pretty soon, here they come down just a few laps to go, and well, there it is now stopping. And I remember he spun his tires going out of the pits.
10 seconds. 15 seconds. Let's go. Jarrett, a man in a hurry. Tiny Lund has a firm hold on first place if his fuel will hold out.
Yeah, Tiny could make it to the finish, and they couldn't because they hadn't made their laps up.
They kept saying on the radio that they didn't, wasn't sure he could make it.
It's a strange feeling when you're that close to victory, a race that big. And then with one lap to go, all I could do is I just hoped that I wouldn't run out of gas, and I think I said a prayer or two in that last lap, and I made it.
The checkered flag for Tiny Lund, the man who got his chance and came through.
Well, I remember when he pulled in the winner's circle, he said, "I'm so happy I could cry."
The crew joins him in the winner's circle for the glory of getting home first and the biggest purse ever offered in a stock car race.
To win the Daytona 500, there was nothing bigger than that then in our world, and it's the same today. It's proved to them that we can do this. I mean, just look at them. You can look at their faces and just see the joy.
That's one of the highlights of our life, to win a Daytona 500. And the fact that he gets in the car, wins the race after Marvin got hurt, and it was kind of a Cinderella story to me.